Hello, Internet. This is Ewan Spence and ESC Insight calling. Well, it's Monday evening, and now we've all recovered from the marathon that was the Belarusian live stream auditions. Let's find out what everybody else has been up to. Coming up, more tickets go on sale, the interval goes Dutch, and SVT Thursday is back. Yes, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Ewan Spence in the chair once more for the latest news from the world of the Eurovision Song Contest. It's the Insight News podcast from escinsight.com. We got results coming up for the weekend. We got some news from all the countries. We got your diary of events coming forward as well. But we will start off with the latest news from Rotterdam and the main show that will be happening in May. Okay, so you know all the main stuff about the dates and the tickets and the hotels and everything, but what you have to remember here is that tickets are going to be on sale at the end of this week, 30th of January. There's going to be another batch available in mid-March, presumably when all the final camera angles are bolted down. As always, Paylogic is the official seller. You will find the link from Eurovision.tv. We would recommend you go there to buy first-run tickets and nowhere else. If you're going to go to resellers, then Ticket Swap is the official reselling partner. They'll be able to change the names and the tickets and do everything officially. Anywhere else is likely to be tickets that have been bought on the secondary market. They may be bought as futures. You know, you would use them at your own risk. Of course, the advantage here, of course, is that in this batch of tickets, you'll know what countries are in semi-final 1 and what countries are in semi-final 2, because the head of delegation meeting takes place on Tuesday, which is tomorrow as we record it, 28th of January for those listening historically. And the countries who are in the semi-finals will draw up either top half semi-final 1, bottom half semi-final 1, top half semi-final 2, or bottom half semi-final 2. Producers will sort out the running order for those once they know all the songs and the stagings. They've got to be submitted by middle of March at the next head of delegation meetings. Part of the semi-final draw is, of course, the seeding pots. Well, they're not seeding, they're people who vote in countries that vote in a similar way, so you try and get a good mix of countries to give everybody the same chance of qualification. There are 5 pots this year with 7 countries in each, so we're going to wait to see how they unbalance the semi-finals, get 18 in one and 17 in the other. Also of note, the Scandinavia pot still features Estonia this year, but also adds in Australia, which we think counts as a promotion. John Egan has taken a closer look at the points over on 58 points. We'll have a link in the show notes over there. Let's see, what else do we have? We have a new sponsor for the contest overall. KPN, the Dutch telecoms and IT company, are going to be an official partner. They'll be working with a number of the comm services, including carrying the TV signal and the Wi-Fi and internet access that will be across the entire venue. It's also good to read that the organisers are working on various value adds for viewers and attendees at Eurovision. Subtitles for Dutch viewers in the language of the song being sung will be available on Dutch TV on Teletext page 888. Dutch Sign Language will also be available with signed dancers. All performances uploaded to the Song Festival website are going to feature the subtitles and the song dancers as well. There's also going to be an audio description broadcast which will be available on Dutch TV, and I hope that other broadcasters will be offering similar packages across the world. In the arena, there's going to be wheelchair accessible areas and accessible seats. These will also allow an additional person to be attend, and of course they will need to pay for a ticket as well, but it's basically you're guaranteed the 2 if you buy one of the accessible tickets. Some of the screens in the arena are also going to carry the English language subtitles and the signed dancers of the show, and the organisers are working on the logistics to see if they can provide an area for those who have sensory overload and need a calmer and quieter space. They're not yet confirmed that bit. I've got my fingers crossed, personally hope for that. It can be achieved as well. Okay, national final results. We're getting a little bit more running through here. We'll start off in Denmark. 3 semi-finals, but they took place on the radio. Now, we've done some investigations previously, and essentially radio jurors get much closer to the jury result, even if it is on a public vote. There have been 3 radio shows, 3 songs appeared in each one. There's 1 qualifier from each, which will go forward to the televised one-shot national final on March the 7th. That's Kenny Durland, Ben Tan and Sander Sanchez. There will be 2 wildcards from the 6 non-qualifiers as well, which will give us 5 runners when we get to the show in March. Overall, in terms of the semi-finals, 9 ran. Lithuania had their 3rd show, 6 more qualifiers from Lithuania's search for their Eurovision performer and song. Long-running fixture in the Lithuanian selection process, Aispil has qualified, but topping the public and jury vote was The Roop, gathering a lot of momentum in the process. 12 ran. Norway, semi-final 3 from MGP, continuing the double duel system to go from 4 to 2 to the actual qualifier at the end. Semi-final 3 is Kristen Hussoy qualify through with Pray For Me. She'll be taking part in the final on the 15th of February, beating Segaba in the final duet. 4 ran. It's also worth noting here that Israel's selection now has 10 runners left in the mix, and thinning it down, and Malta's X Factor is now moving down from 8 to 6. And for those of you keeping track, yes, Junior Eurovision winner Destiny is still in the Maltese running. Right, country news in that usual rough alphabetical order that I can manage. Following the artist reveal last week, Finland's YLE is releasing 1 song per week in the run-up to UMK's one-shot final, also on March the 7th. This week was a Schlager-infused Chico Leona from Erika Vickman, and there'll be another song next Monday, and Monday after that, and then we'll have our 5. Greece has given us a few more details. We can expect an artist reveal early to mid-Feb, with a song reveal late Feb, early March, debuting on Greek TV. Sanremo has done their stage reveal. It looks a little bit like this. That joke never gets old. And think performing inside a blue neon armadillo shell inside the Ariston Theatre, and you're just about there. We'll be giving a bigger guide to Sanremo in the next week or so back at the main website, as well as how to actually watch the marathon. Give you a clue, it's a bit like Test Match Special, but we'll go into more detail next week on that one. Latvia have announced the running order for the one-shot Supernova National Final. I mean, there have been lots of rounds in this one, but this is the one that's going to be broadcast. We're not going to go through all of them. As always, we'll just take the top and bottom. Opening is Celeste, and closing is Samantha Tina. It takes place on February the 8th, and tickets are now on sale if you want to go along to the show. Down in Moldova, Shay MD have been disqualified from the selection due to them releasing their song early. Their slot has now been taken up by Stefoglo with the song Empathy. Norway, as you know, they do the semi-final 3 at the weekend, and then they reveal the semi-final 4 acts, which in this case is Hedbjerg, Magnus Bakken, Nordic Tenors, and Oda Loves You. Of note, Magnus' song Over the Sea, co-written by Joust and Alexander Rybak. They will be taken to the stage on Saturday. We have dates for the national selection Beovigia down in Serbia, 2 semi-finals, 20th of Feb, 29th of Feb, and a grand final March the 1st. Boom, boom, boom. Really intense 3 days of music down there. We have no details yet on the songs, but we do know that they're going to be released on February the 6th, so we'll be able to listen to them very, very soon. Spain, we have a title for Blas Canto's song. It's Universal, which translates as Universe. A teaser clip of that should be coming up this Thursday on the 30th of January. No details yet on the full release of Spain's 60th Eurovision song, at least for the grown-up contest. They've done junior a couple of times as well. Over to Sweden and Melody Festivalen. Many, many years ago, you will recall in the podcast that we heralded SVT Thursday, a regular news drop from Gustav Delander on what was happening in the world of Sweden's selection and Sweden's biggest TV show at the same time. Well, we have a whole week of moments for the next 6 weeks from GD himself. It goes like this. Monday will be backing singers and dancers announced in the blog. Tuesday will be the song lyrics published. With nothing on Wednesday, I assume it's the showbiz equivalent of Fika. Thursday, 1:30 will be song snippets. 9 p.m. the night will be clips from the rehearsal. Friday will be an English language webcast, and Saturday is the show itself. Sunday, they'll move the whole kit and caboodle to the next town, and they'll start all over again on Monday. And if you want to keep track of Melfest, over on our Patreon page, Ben Robertson is following the whole of 6 weeks as well, so we'll be having regular reports, audio interviews and previews coming out from there. Finish off the country news, we have Ukraine. The semi-final running order for Vibdir's 2022 semi-finals has been announced. Semi-final 1 opens with O in square brackets, and closes with Asol. Yeah, we're going to have fun with that one if it makes it through. That's on the 8th of February. Semi-final 2 opens up with Munzu and closes with Dvorch on the 15th of February. And the grand final will take place on the 22nd. So, as mentioned, Melfest coverage is going to kick off mostly over on our Patreon pages for the audio at patreon.com/ESC Insight, and we'll have articles on the main website as well. I think our first one is due up this Friday to kick everything off. Friday's also the day that our newsletter goes out, and we'll put a note up on the website with that, as well as the time and broadcast dates of all the national final shows, be they heat, semi-finals or finals. And we're going to keep bringing up some of our older articles that are still relevant on our Twitter and Facebook feeds, twitter.com/ESC Insight, facebook.com/ESC Insight as well. Over the next 7 days, let's see, let's go over the shows first. Saturday, semi-final 1 in Lithuania, because the heats are now all finished. Semi-final 4 in Norway, there's 5 in total there, and the first round of Melody Festival takes place. Sunday is the first heat in Poland. Other dates for your diary? Well, we can scratch out today's stuff because we've already got the Norway announcement, actually pushed it out on Sunday, I suspect because the delegation, as with all of them, is travelling to Rotterdam and the heads of delegation meeting where the semi-final draw will take place Tuesday the 28th. It's happening at 4:10 Central European time and will be streamed on the Eurovision YouTube channel. And we'll also point out that Sunday coming up will be the closing of the app voting in the Czech Republic. So if you still want to make a selection on the app for the song that you think will go, and remember, there's going to be juries and everything as well. It's not 100% televote on the app. That will finish on Sunday, so get in and have a listen. Right, that's it. We're in the big thick of things. Lots going on. More shows happening at the weekend. February gets even busier on the Saturday. We'll do our best to keep you up to date on ESC Insight with articles, with newsletters, with dates, and with the News Insight podcast here every Monday. But for now, I'm Ewan Spence. From myself and the team, thank you for listening. We'll cue the guitars and catch you back here in 7 days' time. The ESC Insight News podcast this week was hosted by Ewan Spence, written by Ewan Spence in ESC Insight. More details at the website.